Man, glad I don't know the Lions money. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the D.Bell Sports Podcast. I'm your host, David Bell, and today we're going to talk about Week 18, the final week of the regular season. All the final games. We know who the number one overall draft pick will be. We know all that stuff. That's crazy. Some teams played their backups against starters, like the Seahawks against the Rams. It was Geno Smith versus Jimmy G. Cardinals versus 49ers. It was Josh Dobbs versus Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray really took him to town. Oh man. First of all, the Browns were embarrassed. They need a new quarterback. I'm sorry, they just do. In that game, DTR replaced Bailey Zappi, who started because DTR was throwing too many picks. They needed Bailey Zappi. They got him from the Chiefs practice squad in October, and they're like, we need to put him in for the last game, see what he can do. And he didn't do too much. It was a mess, but they definitely need a new quarterback. I mean, Deshaun Watson's not working out. I mean, the Cowboys' backup is better than this. Cooper Rush started how many games? 22 and won. He started several games this year and won them. I mean, you need to get your quarterback situation taken care of. Even Spencer Rattler, fifth round guy, he started several games, and if half the Saints weren't on crutches, he might have done a little better. So I don't know. Definitely look toward the draft to get a new guy, because Deshaun Watson it's not working out. I don't know what to tell you. Cowboys. Yeah, Trey Lance couldn't get past Marcus Mariota, who started the second half, and Jaden Daniels, who's in the first half, in their final home game. It was a crazy game. Came down to the last minute. Marcus Mariota just ran all over us. Like, gosh, what is he doing? Who does he think he is? But, yeah, unfortunately, they got him. It was Trey Lance's first start as a Cowboy since we acquired him in 2023 with a fourth-round draft pick. And, unfortunately, he didn't get the win, and he's not under contract next year. So, I don't know. I'm going to talk about it more in a separate video, but good job, though, to all the players. We're definitely going to evaluate everybody going into next year. And, of course, I'm going to do several videos on that, so stay tuned on that. But I just want to go through this season. Bengals don't get into the playoffs despite beating the Steelers. Yeah, the defense really let them down this year. You could say, the Chiefs, it was a conspiracy. They didn't want to play their starters to allow them the chance. But really, they're ranked 27th in defense yards per average and points against per game. I mean, total yards against them per game, 348.29. That ranks 24th. I don't know. You might as well open the door and point them to the end zone. Like, hey, there it is. Hey, Joe Burrow. They just got another touchdown. Can you march down the field and get another one? And then I guess do that a couple more times. Hopefully we can hold them. Hopefully this time, we can hold them. And it's just not working out. They need to draft defense. Well, unfortunately, they might need to replace T. Higgins. They might need to draft offense as well, but their offense is killer. They definitely came alive in the second half of the season. Steelers, they need a new offense. I don't know what to tell you. If George Pickens doesn't play well, then I don't know. The team is just not there. Here's what you need. First round, go get Kelvin Banks, work on your offensive line, and then get Gunnar Helm. He's a great tight end for Texas. He scored a touchdown overtime for the last playoff game against Arizona State. He's good. Go get him, and get Kelvin Banks too from Texas. Hell, get the entire offensive line. Jake Majors is great. I don't know what to tell you. Just go and get some. I would say get 2 stud players in the first round. Offensive line help is always needed. And then I don't know if you need another running back, but if you have an offensive lineman, that'll definitely help you. Maybe another receiver, tight end, something. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to do. Defense is always good. But you lose one player, you lose like T.J. Watt, and then Titans lose. So they have the number 1 draft pick now because the Patriots won. Okay, so the Titans have the number 1 draft pick. Okay, so they could get Shedeur Sanders. We were thinking that the New York Giants would get the number 1 draft pick, but the Giants won with Drew Lock last week, so that's kind of out the window. Giants are now number 3 now. So I don't know. I think they'll draft a quarterback. The Titans will. Will Levis just isn't good enough. They can definitely do better. He has 13 touchdowns and 12 interceptions for the season. I mean, I don't know. That's not all bad for the Titans, though. Calvin Ridley and Tony Pollard did great this season. Despite, injuries, having multiple quarterbacks. Mason Rudolph definitely started some games. But Calvin Ridley, 1,000 yards receiving with the Jags last year. 1,000 yards receiving this year. That's great. If they both come back next season, then who knows? Tony Pollard did great too. He was Cowboys backup, then he was the starting running back last year. Now this year he's with the Titans. So I don't know. Definitely something to build on, Titans. Not all is lost. But speaking of the Patriots, Patriots head coach Gerard Mayo was fired. Looks like they might want to get Mike Vrabel. Gerard Mayo, he was in a very specific situation that Bill Belichick wanted him to coach specifically, so he got the job. So I don't know, based on that, after 1 year of being head coach, being fired, if he's going to get a coordinator position, he might just have to coach linebackers somewhere and just try to move up. But it sucks. You're given a chance to be a head coach, and now you lost after one season. So you couldn't really prove yourself because the team wasn't as good, and you had a brand new quarterback who didn't start right away, and it's just a difficult situation. So I don't know. I'll be anxious to see what his career looks like going forward. But I hope he lands somewhere. Drew Lock couldn't beat Tanner McKee. Yeah, Tanner McKee, who got 2 more touchdowns in the NFL. He had 2 against the Cowboys, and now he has 2 more. So he has 4 passing touchdowns. Crazy. As a third-string quarterback. Drew Lock got a win as a starting quarterback this year. So, hey, he always gets one. He got one last time he was starting. So, there you go. Giants are pretty bad. So, yeah, I guess that's something. I guess that's something to hang your hat on. Even though Drew Lock winning cost you a pick. But, hey, whatever. You got the number 3 draft pick, which means Shedeur Sanders might be off the table if the Titans get him. Number 2 is Cleveland. They could take a quarterback. Emphasis on could. If they, it just didn't work out with Deshaun Watson. It's just time to move on. I think Watson is playing just to stay in the league, just to be relevant. I would say he could move on to something else outside of playing football. But I don't know what that is. I really don't know what else he would do. Plus, he's still under contract. I don't know what other opportunities he would have. He's still getting paid a lot of money with that deal. So I guess he'll keep writing out. But I don't know. If Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders are gone, you can pick another QB or hope that Cleveland doesn't choose a quarterback. So Giants, you have options. You could trade for the number 2 pick, maybe. I don't know. I heard that if the Giants were number 2, they wanted Cam Ward anyway. I mean, Cam Ward's really good. Shedeur Sanders is really good. I don't know. But Giants, obviously they released Daniel Jones, so they definitely need a quarterback. Anyway, that's an April video. Even though I've been talking about the draft since Dak went down. So, Packers are hurt. They lose to the Bears. Christian Watson is out, probably for the playoffs, I think. But a lot of these players have been coming back miraculously quickly, or miraculously fast, really fast. So I don't know. You assume, injured reserve. He's out for 4 weeks. I mean, but all these players are coming back pretty quickly. So, but he has a knee injury. Unfortunately, Jordan Love is hurt, but he's going to be back for the playoffs. His injury isn't that significant. He hurt his elbow on a teammate's helmet, so that's never fun. But they lose their winning streak against the Bears. They lost against the Bears December 16th, 2018. So that's never fun. They lose by only 2 points on a field goal. Just beat the Dolphins, which I didn't even know was a game on Saturday, and then the Lions kicked the crap out of the Vikings. I mean, I saw that game. I went live for that game. That was a statement game. Unfortunately, they lose Terran Arnold. I don't know what he's gonna do. They lose him to injury, but I mean, I hope he's okay. But it's just crazy. The Lions' offense is still intact, but their defenses just keep getting hurt because they play so physically. They might get David Montgomery back at some point, maybe. And that's one of the players I thought he was like, oh, he's out. If I hear IR, it's like, let's see how bad it is, but they might get him back. The defense is shot to hell, though. And yet they find a way to win. That's a testament to good coaching. Good job. Good job, Campbell. Dan Campbell, he's a hell of a coach. Coach of the year, maybe. Kevin O'Connell? Maybe, but Dan Campbell, I mean, if he hasn't earned it by now, he should be in the running for it. He definitely should be. They sacked Sam Darnold twice. They limit Justin Jefferson, and they just said, not today, you know. Vikings had a chance to win the AFC North because they're both 14-2, but Lions had a tiebreaker, so Vikings were already on that 5th seed. But yeah, they're like, we own the AFC North, and you're not taking that away from us. We already own it. So now we're going to win 15 games. You're going to be 14-3, and see you later. Who cares? We're the number 1 seed now. Vikings are now number 5 seed in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, who cares? They're still good. They've only lost 3 games. They're going to ball out, so we'll see what happens. Lions are now number 1. Yeah, Lions-Bills Super Bowl would be pretty fun. Just saying, that would be pretty entertaining. By the way, Jared Goff had 2 interceptions in that game, and they won by 22 points. So just a testament to really making Sam Darnold uncomfortable, to that defense really stepping up despite all the guys on IR and injured and stuff. So it's a hell of an effort from the Lions. Lions-Bills, that's looking like that'll be a pretty fun matchup. They both go for it on 4th down all the time, so that'll be pretty entertaining. But thank you so much for watching and listening. I'm gonna do more videos for the playoffs. I can't wait for the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you all my Patreon members, and I picked up a few more subscribers. Please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Thank you so much for my new subscribers. Thanks so much for listening during the regular season. But now we're in the playoffs, so we gotta go. It's playoff time. Oh, and hey, even though we didn't get a winning season, you know what? Go Cowboys.